We celebrated a birthday in a graveyard, and it gave us 10 days to stay alive. We thought it was a joke until the counting started. Day 1, the birthday wish. It was supposed to be a joke. My 21st birthday, and Leo thought it would be legendary to cut the cake on a fresh grave. We found one, buried just 10 days ago. The air was unnaturally still as I lit the single candle. I whispered a wish I shouldn't have, but the second I blew it out, the ground didn't just shake. Something hit the underside of the coffin lid. A heavy, rhythmic thud. We didn't wait to hear it a second time. We ran. Day 2, the soil. I woke up to the smell of wet earth. I thought I just tracked some mud in, but when I looked at my boots, they were overflowing with cemetery soil. I spent an hour scrubbing the floor, but the more I cleaned, the more the dirt seemed to crawl back together. By noon, the pile on the floor had formed a perfect, jagged number 10. It's like the grave is following me home, inch by inch. Day 3, the breath. Chris called me, sounding breathless. He said his kitchen felt like a meat locker. He was recording a voice memo to show me how his breath was visible in the heat of July. But in the background of his audio, you can hear a faint, rhythmic scratching. It sounds like fingernails on polished wood. Every time he turns around, he feels a cold pressure against his neck, like someone is standing right there, counting his heartbeats. Day 4, the EVP. I decided to review the footage from the cemetery. I boosted the audio during the moment of the thud. My blood turned to ice. Underneath the sound of the hit, there's a voice. It's distorted, wet, and ancient. It doesn't say a name. It just rasps 7 days until the party is over. I check my calendar. 7 days from now is the end of the 10-day cycle. The dead don't like to celebrate alone. Day 5, the observer. Leo hasn't slept in 48 hours. He sent me a photo of his bedroom at 3 a.m. In the corner, his desk chair had been moved right next to his bed. He swears he didn't touch it. In the photo, there's a shadow on the seat, a dark, heavy mass that shouldn't be there. He says he can hear a low humming now, the melody of Happy Birthday, but played so slowly it sounds like a funeral march. Day 6, the return. I went back to the cemetery during the day, hoping for some logic. The grave we stood on, it's different. The earth is sunken, as if something inside is pulling the surface down. And right there, in the center of the dirt, sat a slice of the cake we brought. It wasn't rotten. It looked fresh, moist, and waiting. I felt 1,000 eyes on my back, and for the first time, I realized the gates didn't look like an exit anymore. They looked like bars. Day 7, the vanishing. We gathered at my place to stay awake together. The tension was thick enough to choke. The power flickered once, twice, and then the house went pitch black. We heard Chris gasp, a wet thud, and then silence. When the lights came back, Chris was gone. His phone was sitting on the floor, the screen cracked. There was no struggle, no foot, just a heavy scent of cemetery lilies in an empty chair. Day 8, the reflection. I caught a glimpse of myself in the hallway mirror, and I didn't recognize the man looking back. My eyes looked sunken, rimmed with gray, but it was a reflection that terrified me. While I stood perfectly still, my reflection leaned forward and whispered a single word against the glass. 2 days left. I tried to smash the mirror, but the cracks only multiplied the image of the thing standing behind me. Day 9, the invitation. I found a video file on Leo's laptop. He must have recorded it before he went missing this morning. He's crying, hiding in the closet. He says the 10-day rule isn't a countdown, it's a preparation. He says the grave wasn't hit from the inside to get out. It was hit to let us in. The last thing on the video is the closet door creaking open and a pale, dirt-stained hand reaching for the camera. Day 10, the gift. It's midnight, my actual birthday. I'm back at the grave because I have no choice. The air smells like copper and old earth. As the clock strikes 12, the ground beneath the headstone finally gives way. The lid of the casket creaks open, revealing a velvet interior. There's a gift inside. It's a mirror. I look down into the dark, and I see Leo and Chris staring back up at their mouths sewn shut. And then I feel the hit from behind, sending me down